Hi there. My name's Deborah Tosline, and I'm the author of Skin Remodeling DIY, An Introduction to the Underground World of Do-It-Yourself Skincare. And I just wanted to stop in and say hi to those of you who have purchased my book or who read my articles. And, um, you know, I talk to you about all these practices that I do, so I thought it'd be nice to come and visit you as well. So, um, the reason that I really got involved, I in skincare is because overall I like to live a holistically healthy lifestyle. And so part of that is skin is our largest organ. And so I have done, everything that I can to try to take care of my skin in the best way possible using a variety of methods. And I didn't have enough money to buy high quality skincare or anything like that. So I just started out, doing do it yourself skincare and just making my facials. And I bought, very simple creams at the drugstore, that kind of thing. But I, got used books. I went to the library, and then later the internet came into play, and health is a special interest to my brain, and so I just love to research that stuff to, infinity if I could. So I just digest all of this information, and I started implementing it in my personal skincare practice. And then people started asking me, how I take care of my skin. And when I told them, I realized they just had, they were typically didn't have any idea about what I was talking about most of the time because of the advanced skincare practices and that kind of thing. So then I thought, well, I'll write a book, So I actually was going to write a pamphlet. I thought I'd write a pamphlet and, so I could share this information with people. But then I was like 40 pages into it, and I realized, I needed to say more. And so I, realized it was going to be a small book. And it took me like 5 years to do it in my spare time to write that book and publish it. But I wanted to share these simple do-it-yourself practices with folks so that they could implement them as well. And I like DIY because, I often scrimped penny to penny, paycheck to paycheck, and, early days and stuff. And so I needed to, just skincare was not a priority for me. So I wanted the highest quality skincare at the lowest cost that I could do, and that was do it yourself skin and facial care. But so I saved money, and then also it ended up that the quality of the, products that I was making myself were of higher quality than those I could buy at the store. And also, when we purchase skincare, retail skincare, we do it every 6 weeks to 2 months, or sometimes a month or whatever. And we throw away a perfectly good container, or we like recycle it. But recycling with the relation, anyways, recycling is not happening very effectively right now, and often some of that recycling material actually goes into the landfills. So it's better to reduce instead of reuse. So that's why I like do it yourself, because I'm reducing the number of containers that I'm purchasing and throwing away, these perfectly good containers. So I really like do it yourself practices for how it's more sustainable for the earth. And so I wanted to say that I still use the book, like for my own skincare and facial care practices. And I tried to just summarize a bunch of just different things so that it could be a little reference book, and I still use it. So, it does give a very brief background on, skin biology so that you can understand how this stuff works. And then it goes through standard stuff like sun protection and lifestyle. And then I go into talking about what different products are, and treatment areas and skin penetration, but then I talk about active ingredients. And so some of those might be synthetic products that you can buy and then add to your creams and lotions. That could be something like vitamin C powder. Although, you would use a recipe and stabilize your vitamin C serum. But that's an example of a product that you can buy. But you can also buy peptides and growth factors and neurotransmitters and add these to your creams. Lately, I've been focusing more on essential oils and, adding like about 10 essential oils to my products and that are reported to promote cell turnover and skin health. And so I switch it up and I just refer to the book and say, well, what can I integrate into my skincare maybe over the next 6 months or something. Then I also have skin rejuvenation and facial rejuvenation practices. For example, facial exercise or cupping or microdermabrasion, etc. And so it's a good foundation for just understanding basic do-it-yourself practices that you can do at home. But also, as I said, things are evolving and I evolve my practice. And so some of the things that I'm doing now are not in the book, but I write about them in my articles and you can see them there. And I'm hoping, to try to work on a second book and barring unforeseen circumstances, possibly publish an updated follow-up book to my current book in 2024. So I'd like to say thank you very much to everybody who has purchased my book, or you're watching this now, or you read my articles. Thank you so much. Take good care of yourselves and take good care of the earth and each other. Thank you. Bye-bye.